Long ago, in the land of Canaan, there lived a man named Jacob, who had 12 sons. But among them, Joseph was special. He was the son of Jacob's old age, born to his beloved wife Rachel, and Jacob loved Joseph more than all his other children. To show his affection, Jacob gave Joseph a beautiful coat, a robe of many colors. It was a gift that set Joseph apart, but it also stirred jealousy in the hearts of his brothers. One day, Joseph had a dream. He gathered his brothers and said, "Listen to this dream I had. We were binding sheaves of grain in the field, and suddenly my sheaf rose and stood upright, while your sheaves gathered around mine and bowed down to it." His brothers were furious. "Do you think you're going to rule over us?" They scoffed. But Joseph didn't stop there. He had another dream and told them, "This time the sun, moon, and 11 stars were bowing down to me." Even Jacob was taken aback. "What kind of dream is this?" he asked. "Will your mother and I and your brothers actually bow down to you?" The brothers' jealousy grew, and they began to plot against Joseph. One day, while they were tending their flocks far from home, they saw Joseph approaching in his colorful coat. "Here comes the dreamer," they muttered. "Let's kill him and throw him into one of these pits. We'll say a wild animal devoured him. Then we'll see what becomes of his dreams." But Reuben, the eldest, intervened. "Let's not kill him," he said. "Throw him into the pit, but don't shed any blood." Reuben planned to rescue Joseph later. So when Joseph arrived, they stripped him of his coat and threw him into an empty cistern. As Joseph pleaded for mercy, they sat down to eat. Soon, a caravan of Ishmaelite traders passed by, heading to Egypt. Judah, another brother, had an idea. "What good will it do to kill him? Let's sell him instead." The others agreed, and Joseph was pulled from the pit and sold for 20 pieces of silver. The brothers took Joseph's coat, dipped it in goat's blood, and brought it to their father. "We found this," they said. "Does it belong to Joseph?" Jacob recognized the coat immediately and cried out in anguish, "A wild animal has devoured him. Joseph is torn to pieces." He mourned for days, refusing to be comforted, while Joseph was taken to Egypt and sold as a slave to Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh. But even in Egypt, God was with Joseph. He found favor in Potiphar's eyes and was put in charge of the household. However, trouble found Joseph again when Potiphar's wife falsely accused him of wrongdoing and he was thrown into prison. Yet even there, Joseph's gift for interpreting dreams caught the attention of Pharaoh himself. When Pharaoh had troubling dreams that no one could explain, Joseph was brought before him. "God will give Pharaoh the answer," Joseph said. He interpreted the dreams as a warning of 7 years of plenty, followed by 7 years of famine. Impressed, Pharaoh appointed Joseph as second in command over all of Egypt to prepare for the coming crisis. Years later, when the famine struck, Joseph's brothers traveled to Egypt to buy grain. They didn't recognize the powerful Egyptian official before them as their brother, but Joseph knew them. After testing their character and seeing their remorse, Joseph revealed himself. "I am Joseph, your brother, whom you sold into Egypt," he said. "But do not be distressed or angry with yourselves, because God sent me ahead of you to preserve life." The brothers were stunned. Joseph forgave them and brought his entire family to Egypt, where they were reunited and cared for during the famine. What began as a story of jealousy and betrayal became a testament to God's providence and the power of forgiveness. Joseph's journey, from the pit to the palace, shows us that even in our darkest moments, God is working for our good.